And we're live. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, happy time zones wherever you might be. I'm Emma. Welcome back to the House of Hubris here on Twitch.tv. I can pronounce my own URL. Twitch.tv/Saracent. Other punctuation. No other punctuation. It'll make the URL go weird. But also, welcome back to Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. Possibly the finale. We've got like 88% of the truth. And I'm not in the same position I was before where I had no idea of where to go because we have like 4 keys to rooms we haven't been in yet, so we should do those. Wow, every time I forget to be in the right window. There we go. I mean, you can try random punctuation if you like. It'll just... You'll never find your way to the stream. Come on, chat. Okay, 86.6% of the truth. Not quite as much truth as I thought. But we do now have all 4 of the playing card keys, because we finally got our way into the magic show. So we can open the club and diamond doors. And we also have the final 2 room keys, 73 and 82. So these are all places we can go. What's the nearest one? The only other one on this floor is 82. So let's do that, I guess. I can also get a coffee on the way because my walking speed is too slow. Apparently during yesterday's session I did get the achievement for drinking a lot of coffee. Nope. This way. This way. Okay, so this is the puzzle box within the circle. So 1982. I must find somewhere in my notes to write all this stuff. It is still 10 buttons, yeah? Yeah. Okay, let's see if I can solve this puzzle. Getting a coffee because your walking speed is too slow is just you. I mean, mood, and I can't even have caffeine. 1982. Every day we visit parallel realities on our screens. I'm sorry, is the author of this trapped in a Persona game? Does anyone want to tell him? In 1982, the artist employs this idea to show us how we can perceive the same space in different ways. The work itself wow, words today. Leaves us wondering about which is most true. Reality around us, or the one on our screens. Well, let's find out, I guess. Okay. Is there just one view of this? Yes. Okay, so it's just going to be copy down the numbers. Yeah. So that's the back of the thing. So it's 6 and 8 of the 2 at the bottom, assuming the TV is facing down. I can just follow the rest through from there then. Going anti-clockwise is 4, then 3. No, 4, then 5, then 3. Then 1. Ah, God, I've lost my place. 6209. Means that one between 9 and 1 is 7, because that's the only remaining thing. Yeah. Okay, so assuming it's that simple, I'm going to elect to believe it's that simple. We should be able to open another puzzle box. Actually, should I just go and do the other room first? Where is it? Is that on this floor? I think it's on this floor. Not that one. Not that one. 73. How do I get over to that side again? Oh yeah, it's a massive hassle. Wait, no, it's not. I literally just go through the gallery. I can read a map, promise. Any evidence you can see to the contrary has been planted by agents of the enemy. Wow, I think I actually went the right way. Of course I did. I can read a map. Nope, this is the wrong way. Going well. Wait, yeah, there is a door at the bottom. Why was it not letting me go through? Because I was on the other side of a small wall. There we go. So there's the diamond door, which we will be doing. But here's 1973. The door there too. All room doors open. There isn't like a kindly concealed dweller here, no. That sure is a lot of paint we've got going around. Paint. Let's call it that. With a simple brushstroke, the artist shows us the importance of art. Whether young or old, big or small, our lives are not complete without it. This seems to be the theory of 1973. Okay, so it sounds like size of numbers is going to matter. Untitled numeral. They're all untitled. It's going to be about doing something with this brushstroke. Right, I can pan but not turn. And these are definitely, like, varying size. And this paint stroke is going to be important. Don't know exactly how. I mean, they do seem to be set at different heights. So is that just the order we're looking at? Just like where the tops are. Although their tops are the same. But their bottoms aren't? Is that the pattern? Maybe? Hard to say. I mean, all of these you can more or less make into other numbers, except that, I guess, because that isn't a thing. That's a backwards capital R without the upstop. This is just a diamond. What if I examine that one while I'm looking at it like that? No. With a simple brushstroke, the artist shows the importance of art. Whether young or old, big or small, our lives are not complete without it. Huh. Like, that could be a 9. That could be an 8. Like, my brain wants to be able to rotate this, but you can't. Can't rotate, can't move up or down. It's just track right and left and zoom. This is 2. And this one would assume is 7. That's 4. This, I assume, is 1. That's 6. And that's 3. Okay, I guess we do have each. And maybe it's just furthest to the door as the top one, which would make the sequence... Is there anywhere here where I have 10 lines? There really isn't. I'm actually starting a new page. So this is 1973. So that would make it 8, 9. Yeah. Not sure what... Oh, wait. 0 is a number. Emma, come on. You ever just forget the existence of the number 0? I'm not sure what that's meant to be. Maybe 5? That's 2. This is 7. That's 4. 1. That's 6, we said. And that's 3. Okay, so that is the full set. But I don't think that's the order, necessarily. I think it might be to do with how far we have to zoom to get this, to get each to work. So, if I go on zoom speed, which I guess we can always do in the other order if it's not right. So the only way to do this is by comparison. So, get that lined up. And then, are there any that it's still too big for? There must be an easier way to do this. That's the same. Okay, maybe I'm thinking too hard about it and it is just the order they're in. And maybe that big or small was not actually a clue. Seems unlikely, but you know. Well, let's try it in this order. We can always try again. Puzzle box simply refuses to open. Set in a Chrono Trigger text box. The 1982 one I'm pretty certain of, because that's just all the information they gave me. So, let's do this. So that is... 1, 9... 8, 2. Yep, okay, cool. Easy enough. Delphian Petaev, member of the cult avant-garde band Socialiste, which is our clue here, it was Petaev's band, was one of the many who had joined the Third Eye. And like many, Petaev left in the big exodus after the infamous pilgrimage to Sulawesi in 1982. She seemed too sharp to believe in this stuff the rest of us had fallen for. She acted as if she searched for buried treasure, but she had something hopeless in her eyes. With eyes, how far did they see? With lasers. And the final puzzle box. I mean, yeah, this is clearly arranged like the room, so you would think it is just that order. This 1973 would be a 1, a 9, a 7, and a 3. Yeah, okay. I was overthinking it. Indeed, her own body of work had been entangled with the tragedy. She completely disappeared from the world of art. Many believed she'd passed away. In 1973, she briefly resurfaced and worked on the project Films for display on Almayu Eunice's gallery in Paris, and Eunice's project was one of the things. It was a multifaceted project, combining sculptures, cameras, and interaction between objects and the audience, he recollected in an interview with Art Filter. The result was stunning, but I could sense there was something wrong. She never came to the opening of the show. In fact, I never saw her again. This is a woman who has disappeared a lot at varying points in her life. Let's go and say 2 more words to her and get some laser visions burned into our brain, shall we? Tell me of Socialiste. That's just 1963. Because, again, each of these seems to be a date, and I have a vague idea of actually what might be happening with these. I think it's the 3rd panel to log into the supercomputer. And also tell me of films, a completely natural thing to ask about, I suppose. Seen any good films lately? Not sure which year that is, but I'll work it out. Hurrah, we have helped the old woman see. That is crossed off our mental notes. Thank you, young woman. The old woman and the young woman. Yeah, did we have this earring the whole time? I can't remember if we had this earring the whole time. So we have all the visions from her, and we've recovered 89% of the truth, which is about what I said we had at the start of the game. Not start of the game, start of the stream. Yeah, I'll look more closely at those when I have to. Also, I need to find $2 more so we can get the last story at the theatre. But also now, I think it's time to open our remaining doors, which aren't on this floor, are they? No. Wait, no. One of them is. Club store is. All according to plan. Never lost once in my life. I don't know what's up with this clock. There's a few things with dates and moon phases and stuff that we haven't got yet that it feels like we should. I mean, I know you don't need to 100% the game to finish it. But I kind of want to. Wait, this is the wrong room. This is just the front office. This is the club's room. Yes, it's locked, I know. That's why I came here with a key. Door open. And this takes us out into the front yard. There's like $1 around here. There's usually $1 hidden around somewhere. No, can't open this gate or anything. Fine, I guess I'll just climb the ladder. Ah, the west balcony door only opens from this side anyway. It's locked. Okay, so we had a thing about this. What's the man in the hat magic word? Where was it? Documents? No, notes. is just the. Yes, the weird time cube note tells us everything. Why do we not have them? Right, letters. Was I looking at the wrong bit of that deeply cracked note? Oh, if the second magic word transforms to 1, 2, 3, then 2, 1, 3 is the. So we're actually looking for HTE. Congratulations, game. You gave me a minor misdirect and made me question my postulate. It's what you do. Hurrah. Door open. Oh, hello. Are you okay, my dude? I'll talk to you in a second. First, I have to check if there's any money around here. Oh, I should probably also open the shortcut. Hang tight, Renzo. You'll be fine. What's shortcut 14? So that's... Yeah, so octagon with a triangle in is 8 sides and 3 sides. Or corners, even. Pentagon with a circle is 5 and 0. Square with an octagon is 4 and 9. So that is a hexagon with a heptagon inside it, so it should be 67. This is the one thing I've learnt, not the one thing I've learnt, it's definitely one thing I've learnt from doing Only Connect and then Connections Online for many years, is if you're presented with a number, don't assume all the digits are the same number. 6, 7, I said. I know you are eager to solve every puzzle, but please help me first, signorina. Okay, fine. Called me, I guess. Just let me write down 67. Fine, Renzo. What do you want? Well, I mean, I know what you probably want. Also, where does this... Where are we? Alright. So we can... Yeah, come on there. Right, yeah, this... Like, we need to go to that balcony to pull the lever for this ladder, but this bit was never connected to that. Cool. Alright, what's up? As you can see, you have gotten me into trouble. Quite the metaphor you have created, signorina. I mean, I don't know what's literally true at this point, Renzo. An escape artist who cannot break free from capitalism. Capitalism! Please, release me now. A photo is taped to the man's back. I guess we should look at it. Yep. That's a photo of him. Seven letters. Is it just going to be Lorenzo? Because, like, in the photo he was in the tailcoat that he's more often wearing when he's in magic mode. And is this meant to be, like, the big reveal that they're the same person? Oh, good, I can hold the button down. Yep. Grazie. Now that we are on our way, now that we are on our way to freedom from the monetary system, God I wish, we can get back to the project. The man on this cassette is perfect for our needs. The Magician video cassette. Hurrah! So are they not the same person? Are we going to find out? And did we just bring Lorenzo in? Again, what is objectively true is a very big question. I'll see you soon, Signorina. Probably yes. Ah, but you left behind a dollar. Just one more and I can listen to a little girl talking an old-timey newscaster voice. Anything on this couch? Under this couch? In the cushions? No? Okay. Let's open the shortcut. I'm so good at puzzles, y'all. Still need to find out the one remaining quiz club thing, which is the first Monday of 1847. But yeah, like I said, there's a few date puzzles that feel like they're gonna become clear in the relatively soonness of time to speak in a language other than English. What am I doing? Probably quickest if I go through and take the elevator up, actually. And by through, I mean down. I mean, it probably would have come out much the same. But here we are. You don't regularly use your elevators, you'll lose them eventually. I've lost them. Where's the elevator? Please help. Oh, yeah, no, it's through here, isn't it? And my walking has slowed down again. This is a terrible curse. Wait, there's a coffee machine right there. Relieve me of my curse, caffeine gods. Insert the beans into my eyes. Don't actually do that. This is, like, I'm not a lawyer or a doctor, but my legal and medical teams urge you to not do that. The Door of Diamonds. Also, we should look at that video cassette. We have opened the Door of Diamonds. Given by a man after freeing him from his chains. The label reads, 82-minute magnetic KLB electronics cassette, storing your memories. Magician Audition is messily written. That's a difficult line to say. Magician Audition is messily written with a red marker pen on the label. Very nice meter to it, but my god, there's a lot of syllables there. Not syllables, sibilants, that's the word. Feels like a Scroobius Pip line. Magician Audition is messily written with a red marker pen on the label. KLB Electronics is mostly known for their early computer work, but was also an early producer of magnetic tapes for storing data. If the content of this cassette is what the label claims, it could be one of the few pieces of lost media from The Third Eye, and would as such be in very high demand in the underground video collecting community. What's it called? The big out-of-print media archive on the internet. I know what I'm thinking of. Somebody out there probably also does. But through the Door of Diamonds, we have a wooden figurine. Which says to 1847. This is telling us which grave is which, I bet. And that's Renata. I recognise the hair. And here is a figurine of Lorelei, or, well, at least us, which doesn't have a date on it. Mildly concerning. Let's open door number 4, shall we? I'm still not totally sold on whether we are Lorelei or not. We probably are. Okay. What are we dealing with here? $10XY, X0Y8, Y096. Oh, so it's 1024, 2048, 4096, 8192. Yeah, that pattern works. So that means diamonds are 2 and squares are 4. So what is 442 minus 424 plus 24? 442 minus 424 is 18, plus 24 is 42. They've made that equation look difficult, and it's really not. You can literally knock the square off the start of each of them, and then you've got minus diamond square plus diamond square, so the answer is just square diamond. And if that made no sense to anybody, there's a reason I don't advertise myself as a math streamer. But anyway, we opened the door. Is that all the shortcuts open now, do we think? I don't know. What's on this landing? There's an American dollar we can now afford to show. There's a chandelier that's just out of reach but looks significant. Can't interact with it though. Maybe I just needed to go there for the dollar. Also, there's this balcony door, which is locked. Don't know if we know the number for the balcony. 3 digits. Because normally I would think it would be, because this is like something to 1847. Would have thought it'd be her birth year, but that was 1807, which obviously can't fit on a 3-digit thing. And this figure of us has nothing on it, which is in some ways more No, I'm just an idiot. Got it. So that's Lorelei. Which suggests that 24 to 63 is Lorenzo, except the thing before said he lived to 49, and that would only be 39. Who was it that died in 63? I mean, we don't know because it's been redacted out of all the reports and everything. Oh, wait, I'm an idiot. No, that's not what this is saying. It's just a sum, you idiot. It's just 2014 minus 1847, which is 214 minus 47, 174 minus 7, 137, 167. I swear, if I wasn't frantically overthinking everything, I'd be doing much better at this game. Just frantically Pepe Sylvia-ing my way between facts that turn out to be not meaningfully connected. But hey, now I can... No, the lever. The lever. Dramatically release the ladder. Why did I pronounce it like that? Who can say? Okay, before I go and do that, I want to go downstairs again and go out to the theatre. So I want another story, damn it. If only because if I don't, I will assuredly spend this $10 on something else because I forgot. The ADHD is real. Hello, I would like to return to your magical theme park of dreams, please. Please do the magic hands. Thank you. I wish to Madoka magic on my way into a theatre. You there. Sideshow? Yes, yes. Disappearing woman. I know. Come on. Yes, I know. Paying artists is good. Brace ourselves and magic fingers! Your journey has been long to get here. Come closer, and I will tell you the final story which we tell in this forest. This is the tragic story we call Last Dream. I'll sound quite different in a moment. Not long ago, there was an old artist who looked into a red mirror. In the mirror, she saw a young woman, and with her a man looking for a long-lost treasure. So this is dying Lorelei looking back at her life. The old artist painted them to a treasure map, which led them to a faraway palace. Scroll faster, please. Together, they found the treasure known as the Third Eye. But in the shadows of the treasure lived a beast, which decided to hide in the shadows of man. Or indeed the man. Not long had the beast lived in the shade until it grew hungry and devoured the man and his soul. To escape the beast, the woman shattered the red mirror, fled through it. On the other side, she met the old artist. That's why the mirror in Lorelei's room is broken. The old artist opened her eyes one last time as the young woman told her the tragic story of the Third Eye. And that's what's happening now. Magic fingers. Oh, sorry. Magic fingers. Excellent. I have completed the theatre and wish never to return. Goodbye. Stop glitching my glasses. Sounds like something and a teenager in a terrible 80s cyberpunk book would say. You look like you've got a scent. Are you following something? No? No? Okay. Thought you were cluing me in through use of dog, but apparently not. Okay, so we need to go up. And, no, not all the way around. If you just go through the gallery, it's quicker. Emma. Let's save while we're here. We've got a lot of the money. We've got all the money from Quiz Club. That's exciting. Apparently we missed one in the Red Maze. And missed 7 in the prototype games if we wanted to go hunting for those. Also, there's 2 more in the mausoleum, and I still don't know what we're meant to do with the gravestones. And there's still a shortcut left? Okay, now I have to find where this is. Also, we're at 90.7% truth. And temperature is a gauge that I just noticed there that has not done anything all game, to my knowledge. Slightly concerning. Where's the last shortcut? Because you know I do like number to go up. Oh! Yeah, down from the secret prison or whatever it's called. Which I think is where we're going to get to by going down from this balcony. Stretch and hydrate, you make an excellent point, thank you. Being this good at puzzles takes constant work. My body is a temple, by which I mean old and decrepit and dedicated to gods you cannot imagine. Nope, use the ladder. Don't look into your mind palace. Pick up this shiny American dollar. Go down the stairs. Hi again, Rancer. How are you? Apart from in jail. You have kept me locked up for 51 years. 51? Because this is nominally set in 2023, so that's from 1972, which is not a year we've dealt with a lot. Or wait, no, it's 2014, so 1962, which is also not. 1963. I can't count. 1963 is one of the ones we deal with. It's when somebody died. Pay attention, Emma. Is it not time to let me go, signorina? Well, I now have a mental note telling me to, so I'll give it a go. But also, I'm gonna try this door. Are you gonna complain? No? Wow, okay. It's number 50. Excuse me for a second, Lorenzo. I need to unlock this door. I have a list. You know how it is. In an octagon-shaped room with 8 doors. The door to the north is marked 0 with red paint, but someone will scratch away the writing on all the southern doors. The 2 other northern-facing doors are marked 45 and 315. The door to the west is marked 270, and the door to the east is marked... Well, that's just... Again, we're doing angles here. So... Yeah. In an octagon-shaped room, straight ahead is 0, and then each one will be increasing by 45 degrees as you go around the circle, so the door to the east will be marked 90. Ha 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 ha! Queen of unlocking. Probably just got an achievement, but I have those pop-ups turned off. It's locked. A photo's taped to the door. What's the photo? Is that Renata? I think it is. Right number of letters. And they do appear to be low-key the main characters. Like, in a lot of ways, Renzo and Lorelei are kind of avatars of Lorenzo and Renata. Because again, I don't know how much of this is actually happening again, how much of it is working through the people and what. You are as merciful as the bear eating salad, Bella. Grazie. That's what they call me, Salad Bear. Finally, we can start to wrap up this project. I have settled for the Madonna on this cassette. I will see you soon, signorina. You left your money in jail. I'm taking it with me. And look at us, we have found the video cassettes. And this is the stairs down to the supercomputer. The room we can play video cassettes in is the one just off 2014. So take us back up to floor 2. Our money now? Oh yeah, absolutely. Everyone knows if you see money in prison, then it's yours. Prison money is floor money, and concepts of ownership no longer apply. Is this the right floor? Yeah, it is. I don't know what's going to happen with these cassettes, so I'm going to save the game. That's what they say. Prison money's floor money's your money. I wish to... Oh, wait, no. Actually, first I should read the description of the artist video cassette. Okay. Given by a man after freeing him from imprisonment. The label reads, 82-minute magnetic KLB electronics cassette storing your memories. Artist audition is mostly written with a red marker pen on the label, which is not as hard to say. A magnetic tape from KLB Electronics, which is mostly known for their early supercomputers and software. The artist audition cassette is said to have been used as evidence in case 630113RN, and is a rare remainder of the Third Eye project. If the content's not fabricated, this cassette could be sold for as high as $500,000 American dollars on the black market. Do you know how many theatre sideshows I could watch for that? Like... 50,000. That took me too long to work out. Did I forget what $500,000 was for a second there? Yes. Alright, magician. Audition is messily written with a red mark pen on the label. Interesting that we never really see people's eyes in these animations. Oh, so that went right, 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 left, right, left, 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 right. I need to write this down. Right. 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 Left. Right. Left. 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 Right. Right. Okay. I mean, possibly they're actually the opposite of that because it could be the way he's turning, not relative to me, but we shall see. Given that I don't know what this is really pertaining to. Right, left, right, right, left, left, right, 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 left. Okay. Artista. Great. Now what the hell do we do with that information? I wasn't totally sure there was anything we were still waiting for a code for. Ah, the mannequins. That sure is somewhere else we've seen a man and a woman. But no Percy Sledge mannequin, I mean honestly. Weird place to insert that reference, Emma, but here we are. And now that song's stuck in my head, so good job me, question mark. Where are the stairs? I'm looking for the stairs. Where are the stairs? Down from here. Hurrah, stairs. In the gun room. Okay, so this goes right, 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 left, right, left, 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 right, right. Ha 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 ha! Is this Renzo? I'm assuming this is Renzo. It is wise to look inside Ed. His head is mine, and my head is yours. How else could a dead man write letters? Magic and money make miracles, and the dead walk again. They want me to look crazy, but I can assure you I am not. I have to write this, or they will hang us all for violating the aesthetic distance. Or perhaps give us an award for the best Verfremdungseffekt of the year. Wow. Not a term I expect to see come up a lot in games. For those of you who don't know, and I'm going to go off on a tangent here because this is my degree, Verfremdungseffekt is literally means alienation effect, and it's a thing explored in a lot of mid 20th century modernist theatre, which, like I say, my degree, like iconically by Bertolt Brecht, but also other people as well. Yeah, and it's about those moments where you kind of deliberately... It's kind of breaking the fourth wall, but it's things that make the point that a piece of theatre is theatre and not really happening. Just that kind of break of boundaries where it becomes more that the events aren't real, but also reminds you more of what is literally happening, if that makes sense. Like, it reminds you that the story isn't real, but it also reminds you that the people doing it on stage very much are. It's a very interesting little aesthetic field. Like I say, this is my degree, and I am a massive twat about this kind of thing sometimes. And I try not to swear on these, but here we are. Anyway, where are we? I would like to thank Santa Lucia and Mammon for this award. It is a miracle. I know you only came here for clues, but I have to play this part. So on the note of miracles, we must consider virgin birth. We should all be entitled to them. We are all equal here, fictional, alive, or dead. Alleluia, and happy birthday. The crux of this tomato soup is sadly that we were all born under bad signs. Okay, May 16th, 1798. One day off my birthday. Yeah. Work out what date format you're writing these in, Emma. 6th of February, 1807. 24th of August, 1924. And 2nd of November, 1932. I told you we needed more clues about dates and stuff, so here we are. And the female mannequin went right, left, right, right, left, left, right, 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 left. Didn't work for a second, but for some reason it just wasn't registering the key press. I tried looking inside her head for the answer, just like you, but I cannot trust her. A mess cloudier than the ocean. Her journal is locked. We only know that she died 116 years ago, which is 1847. I asked the moon for answers, but it gave me several dates. July, February 20. Okay, so these are the ones for the journal. And the other one is the clock. Ha ha ha. Because that wanted 4 dates, didn't it? I think those are the years. I literally have them written down here. 1798, 1847, 1924, 1932. I've got 1847 written down here, but it's possible I wrote one of them down wrong. January. So I don't know what day of the week anything happened, but perhaps time is so broken here that they could all be correct. Something terrible must be happening. That is, like, I've said objective truth seems hard to come by around here, but that seems just objectively correct. Finally, we can go and put some dates and some things. That's the wrong room. Okay, we want to go down here. Up through the gallery. This is to get to the upper library with the journal. Ah, we have to be on the other side of it, but we can do that by running around here. Okay, but we need to consult our list of things. So, lunar phases of 1847. So July 8th is waning crescent. February 23rd, waxing crescent. Waxing gibbous, even. Brain. I know how these words, what do they even mean? March 31st is full. August 15th is waxing crescent, is actually what that is this time. And January 10th is waning crescent. And now watch me have got those wrong somehow. Okay, so we want Waning Crescent. Waxing Gibbous. Full. Waxing Crescent. Waning Crescent. Ha 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 ha! We opened the book. We opened the book. It appears to be a journal. It does. And you know what? I think we can snoop into people's diaries in a few minutes. Because I do, in fact, need to take a short break to go and, you know, stretch my legs, get water, do the self-care things, but also to run some adverts. So, hey, you all should do the self-care things too. Get up, move around, have a drink, have a snack, take your meds if you need to. This is a reminder. And, you know, go and invade someone else's privacy. No, this is a terrible idea. This is worse than putting beans in your eyes. Don't do any of these. But what you should do is let the ads run, hang tight, and I will be back in a few minutes when we will look into, presumably, Renata's journal. Alright. Love to you all. Forgot where my stream deck buttons were, but see you in a few. And we're back. Hello, everyone. So about this journal. Oh, the pages are out of order. Okay, right. Tuesday, January the 5th, 1847. I'm just going to note that down because that suggests that the first Monday of 1847 was the 4th, which is, I believe, the only question we had left in Quiz Club. A knock on the door. The miracle has arrived. In his hand, a red rose, which he handed me. I've seen the likes of him before, treasure hunters and thieves. I can't remember what voice Renata had, so she's just getting me. This one must be the sorriest of the lot. Was it pity I felt in my callous heart? Now he warms his wet and malodorous feet by my fireplace, my very own mysterious stranger. Among the many things he called himself is an optician and an illusionist. That's clearly little more than a sideshow magician. This house and I could certainly use some magic. 2 days later, my eyes have been reborn. Everything's new again. My eyes are those of a child. I have forgotten beauty. The magician was a surprise to me. He thought the vermilion tears would work. Cure was the most excruciating pain I've ever felt. As the drops fell in my eyes, it felt like my eyes boiled like eggs inside my skull. At the end, it felt like it was a pot of boiling red pain. But thank the eye then, my first colleagues appeared before me in a vision. Mere apes like me, they painted a crimson maze on the cavern wall, the very first piece of art. Their red eyes met mine in quiet understanding. An ancient conspiracy was shared. How long was I sleeping? Am I allowed to write about the maze? Am I allowed to write about the third eye? Am I allowed to write about the red beast? Words cannot do them justice anyhow. 2 days later, the magician is afraid of his hat. Truthfully, he's afraid of everything. Is it because his eyes are old and tired, or is it because he's not a true artist? Also, I just realised... so it's gone Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. I bet this is going to be a thing for the Himmelskörper paintings. Is it because his eyes are old and tired, or is it because he's not a true artist? I'm still fond of him, but his gloomy chatter interferes with my work. Things have started to appear in my house. Objects and rooms and fantasies. Soon there'll be a theatre. The magician believes that we're still in the maze. He's wrong and right. I've been there since I was a little girl. We saw me. All day we could hear the sound of ticking. The magician and I searched at length for the clock. Its hands had stopped moving, yet time passed. We've lived for years these days, yet we're not getting older. My wrist aches terribly, but it's from the never-ending brushstrokes, not age. If I do not control myself, I paint. Art flows through my veins now. It is wonderful and terrible. Can I write about the Maze Man? I think I know what he is. Friday the 8th. Yeah, so this is the day before that. 7 journeyed in silk robes and tattered rags and gilded wagons and on bloody souls. Okay, so this is where I was meant to have the answer to that quiz question from, but I just kind of vibed it. Sister Moon, Brother Mars, Brother Mercury, Brother Jupiter, Sister Venus, Brother Saturn, and Sister Sun, their red eyes searching for what had been lost. Cosmic... Okay, that should have been in Lorenzo's voice. Fill it in your own brain. Cosmic words spoken by the magician as he made the shadows of his long-dead brothers come alive on the walls in an act of true magic. I could see them travel in gilded wagons on the first roads built by man. I could see them walk on bloody souls through endless scorched deserts, their red eyes forever looking to the night sky in search for what had been lost to them, forgotten by the rest of us. Until now. I've lived all my life in the proximity of a cosmic beauty without ever knowing. It was right there, in my father's maze. I thought it was a simple treasure, but it's much more. Entity, god, element. Human language is much too limited to describe such thing as the eye. My stranger, no longer a stranger, was surprised to find it. I think he'd given up on his dream. But it was here. He wept at great length afterwards. His eyes are now like roses. He warns me to be cautious. Why is he so fearful? I cannot deny its power for long. Then Sunday? Yes. So this is 2 days later. Eyes are meant for gathering nuts and scanning for wild beasts. Human eyes look but do not see. Art demands vision. An artist must not be held back by eyes. Tonight I will make my ascension. I will fade into the crimson and become matter. I will not be an artist. I will not be art. I will be the raw material. Oh, magic. All left of my earthly self will be a rose. And then Monday at the start of this week, the winter sun came out today. It painted the garden in the most generous colours. I could see its beauty, but all details have been stripped. Mother Nature only deigns to show me drawings from her sketchbook. Soon I will not even see the outlines. Will I be even lonelier in the dark, I wonder? I spent the evening in my studio. What I paint now will soon be unseen, even by me. Or not. Or maybe things will be worse. And then Wednesday... This is a hell of a week for her. Cannot help but believe that his journey's been a long one. Beneath the oily courtesy thumps a broken heart. This is the end of the road for him. I left my jewellery box open to test him, but it's left untouched. As I thought it would be. I know what he's looking for. I've never seen it, but I know it's here. If I will hold him to his word, he must cure me. Which is an absurd notion. He claims that my eyes are dying because of lack of entertainment. That's his medical opinion. He showed me an endless series of images on his erythrotrope, few of which I could see what they represented. It was amusing, but became tedious after a while. Still, I played along. Next, he will treat me with a miracle tincture he calls vermilion tears. I suppose him failing to cure me somehow will be an empty victory. And thus, we have learnt the story of Renata's no good, awful, horrible, terrible, very bad week. I can never remember what order those words go in. So, where do we want to go? Oh, we might as well do the clock while we're here. So, our things are... we want to look at the star signs. So, I mean, May 16th is our first one, which is Taurus, which I know because that's, my sign. 6th of February, I should be able to just do all of these off the top of my head, and I probably could if you gave me enough time, but hey, is Aquarius. 24th of August is Virgo, which I know because it's near my mum's birthday. And 2nd of November is Scorpio. which I know because it's near my Sib's birthday. This is weird. Okay, so MDCCXCVII is 1798, so this wants to be pointing at Taurus. MDCCCVII is 1807, yes, which wants to be Aquarius. MCMXXIV is 1924. Yep. Wants to be Virgo. And MCMXXXII is 1932. Wants to be Scorpio. Ha ha ha! I win at clock. And it's given us a cylindrical object. Ah, there you go. Told you I'd need to know the order of these days. So it went Tuesday first, which is... Tuesday, brain, Mars. Then Thursday. Then Friday. Oh, these are in a weird order. No, they're not. No, I'm just an idiot. And also, that doesn't say then Friday. And God, I write these notes. You'd think I'd read them. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, then Friday. Gone straight past it again. I'm doing well. Then Sunday. Then Monday. Then Wednesday. And we have a key with a Triskela on it. Or a Triquetra, depends how you want to call it. Let's look at the Triquetra key. Not the mental notes. Was part of a cylindrical lock device. A trefoil knot, the Triquetra, is embossed on the handle. Triquetra is derived from the Latin word triquetras, which means three-cornered. The symbol is used in many religions, and its meaning varies, though it's often related to holiness and wisdom. The earliest known depiction of the symbol is from the Iron Age, but this key is only around 250 years old. 250 years old would make it around the 1760s, so which not really any of the dates we're dealing with, but hey. Considering the complex mechanism it was concealed in and the great lengths needed to go to find it, it can only be assumed that it unlocks the door to an extraordinarily secluded place, such as a crypt or a secret underground tunnel. Maybe both. Yeah, I was already thinking this was the thing for the mausoleum. But also, while we're here, I'm going to save in the interest of, not losing all my progress if I somehow screw this up and get shot. Also, we're at 93.3%. Let's go and finish quiz, shall we? I mean, the central brother is still concerning to me. But let's at least get the one we have. I really should have made more of a note of where he was. I should probably be looking at my map of the maze. Never mind, I'm a genius. Hello, Brother 20. Yes, yes. What date in January was the first Monday of 1847? Well, we know that January the 5th was a Tuesday, so that would be the 4th. Magic fingers. We're so good at quiz. Okay, now let's get back to the center. Let's get back to the center. That's not the way. I should be looking at my map. I'm not. Let's freestyle it, baby. Come on. Let's just have this be the one time I've actually learnt my way around a place, she says, walking into a dead end. And another one. Come on, Apple. What does that mean, Emma? Don't know. Not that one. But I think we are getting there. Haha! Okay, now I'm gonna jump out of quiz to go and save again. Because I swear I have it right for what the thing said. And, like, his underground brother must be that gate in the same place, right? Did I just misread the question? We're going to find out it actually said from bottom to top. You've done well to come this far. But only the Knockens Moliere knows the answer to our final question. From top to bottom, what did my underground brother say? Wait, underground. Yeah. Brain. The center gate of the maze isn't underground. It will be the Minotaur. Who is underground. Okay. Okay. So I think we might need to get the other eye first. Spare me, brother. Yes, I know, you won't let cowards in. Don't worry, I will eventually stop being a coward and come back and be the woman who knows. I should just put Knockens Moulier on my business card. I know things. Wait. That's not what Knockens means. No. Have I been translating that wrong this whole time? Knockens means harmful. What am I doing? Wow. Every time they've said Knockens, I think part of me has read Dockens. Somebody take my Latin A level away. I should have drunk coffee before I left the hotel. Especially if this is, as hinted, going to give me a big secret tunnel. Oh hey, I see those tricatras. There was a keyhole in this door, right? No? Okay. Right, but we know that we have to do these in a certain order, and I assume we are doing this with the tricatra key. So, they're 24 to 63, 32 to 14, and 07 to 47, and we want to go... This should be 32 to 14? No! Why did I write these down in the wrong order? What am I doing? What if I just did nothing with that? 32 to 2014 is on the left. And the other one's on the right. Okay, so we want to go this one. Then this one. Do this animation every time. Then this one. At least I can wrap around top to bottom in my inventory. It'd be really annoying otherwise. Then this one again. Then the left-hand one. And the middle one. Past me took notes correctly. Yeah. Well, let's check out the tunnel, I guess. We're entering the maze. But in real life. Figure out the woo catacomb panels. Low catacombs. Okay, so this isn't the maze per se. But there probably is still going to be a Minotaur who's probably going to kill me. That being the traditional purpose of Minotaur. Oh! It's the patterns on the floor. It's work out which part of the maze is being depicted. So this is East Central. I could look at my map of the maze, but as we've shown, I'm a genius. This is West Central. And this is Southeast? Okay, I'll look at the map in a second, but let's see if I can no-scope it. No. Okay, let's look at the map. And by let's, I mean I'm going to do it because you cannot see my phone, thank God. This is South Central. So stop being a menace. Damn it. So close. We're through this first layer of catacombage. And I say first layer because there's clearly more layers. In which we are once again figuring out the maze. I mean, this is the North Central section. Am I tracing a path? Oh, no, it's where is the diamond. They're literally marked on this map that I have. With the grid pattern and everything. So we go down to the bottom row. Up 1, 2, 3. And here? Because it's confusing that this is on the intersections when the grid we have here is on the spaces, but... It's on column 4, and it's on row 4. Yeah. And then this is southeast, which is on, going from the top, row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and column 4. And this is the center panel, where it's row 2, column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. I do love the thing this game has been doing throughout, where it's just like, we will present you with some clues, and these will have applicability to the puzzles you think, but then also, I hope you kept your notes, because you might need to pull them up again for puzzles much later in the game. I love that kind of thing. Much as I'm terrible at taking notes. Right, and here we have... dates. So, this is the northeast quadrant, but it's been rotated. There we go. Wait. No, that is literally the opposite of what it should be, Emma. I can recognize shapes. This one is the northeast. But mirrored. I mean, it's not rotated 180, but I'm assuming that's what they're going for. Unless other buttons would have done things I should have just explored. Yep, that is literally what they do. Okay, so we want this to be mirrored. Brain, brain, brain. So that's flip top to bottom, and then flip top to bottom, and then spun 180 is mirrored, right? Yes, because just look at the thing. Damn it, that's clearly 1963 that's been mirrored. And this is the West Central section. Right? No. No. Where is it? Why can't I see this? Oh, it's southeast. But rotated 90 degrees anti-clockwise. There we go. Just had that moment of, oh my god, why did the screen flash red? No, it didn't. You just glanced up at your wash light and blinked, you idiot. I know how to operate a human body. Hey, got another eye, got another eye. Sorry, Hinata. This is mine now. And you can't spell mine without I. Yes, laser eye. Laser eye. All the power of art going into my eye socket. Well, actually, this one doesn't go into my eye socket. It goes into a statue's eye socket. And I don't have a second earring now. Seriously, has that earring been there the whole time? Or, I don't know. I feel like I'm going mad. The left, I say. Strangely made its own way out of an eye socket of a skeleton in a crypt. This is basically the same, right? A stone-like object with an unnatural cerise glow. It feels magnetic, yet numb and electrical. It gives off a constant low-frequency noise, which causes it to vibrate slightly. Judging from the stone's strange characteristics, it's likely created from spectral information, making it an illusion object. Objects like these exist between realities, and are particularly interesting if they're objects related to human body parts. This can mean that they're directly related to the human soul or dreams. Eye-related illusion objects usually come in pairs, and if inserted into sockets in parallel dimensions or dreams, they can reveal new and significant knowledge to the owner. Yeah, I think that is basically what the right eye said, except it said in a hotel room rather than in a crypt. It's not like going to be an American dueler hidden around here, right? Sorry, Hinata, I will stop disturbing you soon, I promise. But what's to the sides here? Unmarked passage. Out. Like a scene in the script of man, here sleeps the owl with one eye open. I'm surprised we apparently didn't make a note of that. That feels like the kind of inscription we might need to know. Here's a big lever! No, I don't usually pronounce that word like that. But hey, sometimes you gotta do the bit. I saw that in episode 1, I saw that hatch! Ha 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 ha! Vindication. All this time I was like, am I going mad? Maybe it's just a weird piece of art direction. But no, it was exactly what I thought it was. Rudy, congratulate me. Rudy, congratulate me. You're remaining tight-lipped on this whole subject, Rudy. Philistines, all of them. So I have the other eye, so that's exciting. I guess next up I jump into a maze and put it in a head. Just out of interest, how many open mental notes do I still have? I really feel like we've wrapped up basically everything. Insert something in the left maze statue. Reach the center of the quiz club, which I think we need to do the second eye for. log into the supercomputer. Yeah, that's kind of our ultimate goal, I think. Yeah, no, that's it. So yeah, I think it's probably fair to say we're coming up on the end here. Before we jump into the maze and and something, let's grab a save. What? Yeah, we're on 94.7% truth. That's a lot of truth. Into room 1847. Past the owl painting I just noticed. Hello. Touch my face, magic hands. Go down into the undermaze. Put a thing in the thing. The left eye. And they wept crimson tears, for there were no more lasers to... Right, okay. Fair enough, I got juked. A05B154D95EC. So these are memory blocks that the codes, that the bugs, the bug error reports link to, and each of those will have a Greek letter. Yeah, the truth is deeper below the dead red tears. Yeah, so that all makes sense. Actually, I was about to say, let's say here, because there's pleasing music while I look up all these error messages, but I forgot that it stops when we go into our mind palace. With a photographic memory and a memorable photography. Also, are there any... How many things are there left that we haven't found? Because I get the feeling it's not a lot. It may, in fact, be none. Yep. Our photographic memory is full. Okay, so... Right, So Forest 1 is E58, that's not something we need. Forest 2 is 1C2, also not. Forest 3 is DB6, also not. Hallway 1 is A05, yes. Hallway 2 is 4B2, no. Hallway 3 is 5EC, yes. Library 1 is B15, yes. Library 2 is BOC, no, and Library 3 is 49. There we go. So it's Hallway 1, Library 3, Hallway 3. So now, if we look at the game test notes... No, that's not the one. I don't want the game test notes, I want the bug reports, honestly, Emma. Bug report 2. So Hallway 1 was Pi. Hallway 3 was Omega. Library 1 was Psi. And Library 3 was Sigma. There you go. What the hell have I done there? I'm just forgetting how to write Greek letters. It's all good. You can't see my notes. It's fine. So, yeah. So we did have to do basically all the bugs to finish the game. Good to know that wasn't just me being completionist, but it was mostly that. So, yeah, it actually goes... So, that classic magic word. Let's go and tell that to a Minotaur. Just the fact that I've had to steal these laser eyes from corpses so that I can go and tell the Minotaur at the centre of Quiz Club that I am a harmful woman. When you say it like that, sounds weird. Oh, Save. Hello. Yes, we've done more to come this far. And we are a harmful woman. Your underground brother said... Hi. Psi. Sigma. That's why it looks weird. I drew it backwards. Wow. I've got a freak. Omega. You are the Nocturne's Moliere. I am a harmful woman, it's true. And at the center of quiz, we find... Well, here's the maze again. Just... Oh, we were going through the maze this whole time. I hadn't realized. Hey, Algirl. Perseverance in your heart has proven great. I'm assuming you're young Renato? You've reached the center once more. Beyond the mirror ahead exists another reality. Broken from whence you came, unbroken by the powers of truth. The red gallery is beyond and below. Yes, because right at the start as well, when we looked at the pinboard at the front of the hotel, there was the thing saying, come to the art gallery, see the exhibition, and then on the back of it was a red note in backwards writing that was said, if you are truly wise and brilliant and know about art, you can go to the red gallery. So, hey, we're brilliant and good at art. It houses the three symbols of truth you seek. What are those? But know that the passing of time rearranges all. Construct their original arrangement in your mind's eye. Paint the three symbols of truth in your memory. Return through the looking glass once you believe yourself done. What? Oh my god, were we Lorelei all along? The concept. Okay, so this is like before the mirror got broken, and we still have the one eye earring. I was reading too much into it, clearly. Okay, so those doors do nothing. Nothing could be saved now, you are in too deep. Well, okay. I don't love the little backwards noises, must be said. That door? Nothing. This door? Nothing. Down the stairs. Three symbols of truth in their original arrangement. This door? Nothing. Gallery? Yes. Pardon me? Oh. So, right. So this is a 3x3 grid. And I assume we want to find stretch and hydrate. Fine, okay, I guess I can do that while I think. We need to find presumably the white squares, but the arrangement they are on the wall isn't right. Because this is actually the center square. Or this is a white square. This one, white. This one, red. This one, red. This one, white. And the other should all be red, yeah? Oh, but do I need to know what arrangement they were in? Ugh, I probably should. So this is north. Yes, there's a sign there. I'll read it in a second. This is east. This is west. This is northwest. This is southwest. This is southeast. This is south. This is central. And this is northeast. Let's read this sign, shall we? Lorelei, the first symbol, red paint. You can keep trying to conceal this in all possible manners, make up stories, or tell it like it never was. But the truth is right before your eyes if you want to see it. And this is the first symbol? Okay, yeah. Now the second symbol, I would assume. In that case, I will just quickly draw 2 more grids. Of wildly varying sizes. Again, love the fact that you can't all see my nose. You keep mixing things up, stop playing games. But I am playing games. That's what I do. I'm on Twitch. So this is white northwest, red central, white south, red southeast. No, that was southwest. This is red southeast. Red north. Red northeast. White west. And red east. And then the third signal, if you would. Symbol even. It's time to end this constant rearrangement of history. This is your last chance to make peace with the truth before you go. So is this all just old Lorelei looking back on her life and all the weird stuff she's gone through in deep metaphor before she dies? I think it is. Gotta love a game that turns out to be a dying dream. There's so many of them. This is red southwest. Red south. Red east. White center. West. White northwest. I don't think I am going to need like the precise rearrangement coordinates, but it's good to know just in case. Red north. Red southeast. And white northeast. I'm just gonna snooze ads for a second because I think we might be like done before the ad break if I do. And then does it loop back to the first symbol? Yes. Cool. And I guess we can't go downstairs. Nope. Okay, I have the 3 symbols of truth that I was apparently looking for. I have been informed I was looking for them. Owl girl? Owl girl? Maybe when she said return through the looking glass, we meant actually leave Quiz Club. Can I save now? Yes, I'm not in too deep anymore. .7% true. So, what do I do with these symbols? Maybe I should ask old Lorelei. The truth is near. Yeah, I know. But how near? The mirror's still broken. Oh. So, Yeah, is this we have to break and reassemble the maze in the correct way? I'm going to need my map up again. I'm assuming for each one, the red ones want to be broken and the white ones unbroken. Okay, so for the first symbol, all of the top 3 want to stay broken. We want southwest, south, and central unbroken. Oh, but wait, we can't unbreak them. We don't have the slabs anymore. What happens if we try and interact with the pedestal now? We straight can't. Okay, this was maybe not the correct thing. Interesting. Let's go to out to the center of the maze and see if I can take the slabs out of the thing that got us here. Yes, yes, bridge rotate, I know. No, can I not get past that? No. Okay, so not that. What do I do with these symbols? Unless they were just... Unless these are one of the supercomputer keys. I can't remember what the second level of that looks like. We should probably go and look at it. I might be overcomplicating things and we turn out to already have the key. Let's find the elevator. We found the elevator. Oh wait, it's literally already here, Emma. To the cellar! Let's go, I guess. See what happens. Let's pop a save. Hello. Username, then password, then memory sequence. Okay, so username is Lorelei, which, referring back to my notes on these glyphs, that's L. O is... I can't really describe these in a way that would make any sense to anybody outside of my head. But it's that one at the opposite end of the keyboard. R is... Where is it? It's W with a hook on the first arm. Other end of the keyboard again. E is an N joined to a U. We really are going all over this keyboard. L again. E again. I is a W with a box on the first arm. Yep. So it's the red patterns. So the first one, the white ones were southwest, was central, south, and southwest. So that means the red ones look like this. Second one, white ones were northwest, northeast, and south, which would make it that. And the third one, it was west, southwest, and east. It's really weird scanning these, trying to find the negative space. I said all of these memories connected to a certain thing, didn't I? Ah, should have. And there's no way for me to say allow my contemplation here. Damn it. Login failed, I know. Yes, yes, I will. I've practically got it. So wait, I'm just gonna trade these symbols so they're easier for me to identify. That one is literally the white bear symbol from Black Mirror. Okay, so each of the memories we got from the old woman's laser eyes will be connected to one of those 3 dates. So we've got 32, 38, 48, 53, 57, 60, 62, 73, and 82. The 1932 memory. Ah, yes. This. So we know they all connect to, what is it, 1963, 2014, or 1847. Which are, for the record, the years that Renzo, Lorelei, and Renata die. Just by complexity order, this feels like it's going to be 1963, because the first and last characters are quite similar, more so than one would expect if they were 1 and 7. I mean, we know the first one is definitely a 1 or a 2. Oh, wait, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. It's just, yeah. Ha, ha. Okay, that's very good. That's very good. Can you see my cursor on here? No, you can't. Damn it. Each of these is literally, it's not a cross. We are being misdirected, as is so often the case. Just look at, tilt your head 45 degrees to the left, and then look at just kind of the bottom bit as it's presented to you. This is literally, each of them are just 4 of the same number going around in a circle. Was this really obvious to everyone but me? That's just a circle of 1s, circle of 8s, circle of 4s, circle of 7s, but clipped together in such a way that they don't look like it. I like that. The 1938 one is 2014, just by kind of how far up the line the second line is. 48, we said if we rotate these out, it makes 1847. 53. Yeah. Cut them in half through the middle and then just kind of notch the top half 1 unit to the right, and it makes 2014. I feel like I'm seeing the Matrix. Speaking of which, this is Intersections, and it's 1963. (1960), this is 1963 again, they've just been mirrored. (62) is the area based on the first one as a unit square, so that's 1963 again. This is number of triangles in each of them, 2014, 2014. I mean, it helps seeing these codes when you know there's only 1 of 3 possible answers. And this is, I mean, it looks like 1963. But this one I'm not seeing. I mean, it just instinctively looks like it says 1963 because that third one is one line off being a 6. And that last one's practically a 3. Then where do the rest of the bits come from? I don't know, and I'm not comfortable really just taking a flyer on it, but I'm going to. Especially because it kind of means we can brute force, but that really looks like it's meant to say 1963. Okay, right, let's go. So, you'd think I'd start to internalize these, but here we are. L. O. R. E. L. E. I. Okay, apparently I have slightly internalized them. Mostly my brain is just saying it's the one that's the most annoying to get to because it does just go from one end of the keyboard to the other, so that makes it easy to start looking. And the 3 symbols are... Where are they? That one. There. And... the backwards J, that. And then your memory sequence. So 32 is 1847. 38 is 2014. 48 is 1847. These 3 are all 63. No, 53 is 2014. I helps if I don't just skip lines. These 3 are all 63. This one's 2014, and I think that's 63. Come on. Okay, it wasn't 63. Great. 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 Gonna just hit the button. I don't... Because, yeah, I feel like I am being duped into saying that that's 1963. Wait, I'm an idiot. I was literally doing the right thing, and then I abandoned it because it didn't fit my preconceived notion. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's literally just the number of lines in these says 1847. Well duped, game. Well duped. Okay. Third time's the charm. Username. L. O. R. E. L. E. I. Symbols are... Looks like a 7. White bear. Backwards J. And the memory sequence, you haven't saved it from last time, but that's fair enough, is 47, 14, 47, 14, 63, 63, 63, 14, 47. Come on. Yes! Aha! We're in Hacker Voice. Initiating Verity sequence. Well, we're in the time tunnel. We're seemingly back in the hotel, but also Laser vision is on, which suggests we're in a parallel dimension. Ah, and then you pause it and it's her. Very nice. 98% truth. Look at me. Oh, our stress level appears to be quite high. Who can say why? Okay, that's very nice. I was just holding down and then it load requested memory in queue. Hello. Oh, Algirl. And so we reach the end. Told you we would today. Third eye has opened. Before you go, know this. You will encounter 9 truths. You know what they are now. Together they shall form the final truth hidden deep below. Okay, we're not out of puzzles, damn it. It has been a privilege to play with you. Please accept my deepest gratitude. Thank you for everything, Lorelei. Oh my god, the reveal. Thanks, probably young Kanata Algo. Memory Hotel, Postmortem Room 1963. Yep, that is where we are. Yeah. Failed to display verity. If input equals young woman or old woman, go deeper. Yo, we're gonna take a short break. Turns out we're not going to be done by break time, because this is certainly happening. I'm going to take a short break and be back for actually the end of this, hopefully, unless this last puzzle turns out to be enormous, which is possible from the rest of this game. But either way, yeah, I'm going to go and get some more water and stretch my legs and all of that. You should do the self-care things too. Get up, move around, have a drink, have a snack, take your meds if you need to. This is a reminder. And, you know, go and uncover the truth of a buried memory. I don't know. The useful advice of this game ran out some time ago. In any case, let the ads run and hang tight while I'm gone, and I will be back in a few minutes for the end. Alright. Love to you all. See you in a few. I'm an old woman, but at least I have laser eyes that can see through time. Hey everyone, we're back. I don't even know at this point. I'm just going to pull up the map of the maze just in case, because it seems like it might be useful, maybe? This is because that's the north section of the maze, if you were wondering. Input. If input equals young woman or old woman, go deeper. What if we say Lorelei? Oh, good, I can. I'm not constrained by the bounds of the maze. There we go. So this way to the northwest section. This is certainly a thing. Where do I need to go? Went too far. Is this still the north section? Yes. Okay. Hotel Antemortem, Secret Chapel. There are doors. And now we're here. Hello. Failed to display verity. Nope, I was going to say I take it the computers will still show an error, but they won't even let us in. Hello. If input equals current year, go deeper. So current year is 2014. right? Yep. And that is the northwest section. Yes, that is where we thought it would be. So here, we are heading for the west central thing, but ironically here's the northeast part of the maze. Okay, so we know how to find the thing. Just need to find... Also, I like that if you look at the code, this is showing us Hanata's maze.ocu3. We seem to have slightly teleported to the northeast memory there. Oh, it does tell you that in the code if you read it. What if we just go this way? Oh, perfect. Or not. We keep going. Input equals map. Right. Now, where did we find the input? It's to the right. Yep. That answer. Or do they just want that answer? Yeah, just that answer. Yes, certainly. Is our truth still going up? Yeah, 98.6. We're getting there. And now we're in Quiz Club. Input equals fiction woman. Fiction woman? I mean, the only other woman this really deals with is Hanata. Fiction woman. Also, we're navigating Quiz Club, but it's not doing the over-the-shoulder tank cam. Which is good, question mark? Fiction one. Is it Hanata? Sure is. Okay, why is she fiction woman? Interesting. Like, I'm not saying I necessarily had the plot to begin with, but I think I'm officially losing it. Also, I just love these things coming up, just manually setting up frame rate and resolution for that. And like you saw the camera control scheme stuff come up on the other one. Ah, there you are. Fiction year. So is this what we're saying, is that all of the Lorenzo and Renata stuff wasn't true? Anyway, the fiction year is 1847. No. Nailed it. I'm so intrigued. Where are we in the map now? West. No, east even. Although it said west in the code there, so I don't know, frankly. Oh, hello, that was easy. Input fiction man, so this is Lorenzo. So did none of this ever happen? visage renderer failed. Yeah, nobody ever has faces around her. Also, I just like in the code there, if revelation equals in progress. Lorenzo. Okay, this is very neat. I am an old woman. If this says, but at least I have laser eyes that can see through time, I am just ending my stream forever. I dream in black and white. There we go. Incident years, that's 1963. But also it says this is lyric 3? I'll see it all through laser eyes. Oh yeah, this is literally the piece of music we played on the piano. Had that song over it. And here we are. Wow, I'm just no-scoping so much of this. Also, this soundtrack's really good, just saying. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. This is the studio that made Sayonara Wild Hearts. Here we are in the Red Theatre. Oh, which we get to teleport through. Love that for us. Input equals departed. What does that mean? I mean, is that also Renzo? Because he is the one who died in 63, right? Yep, okay. Yeah, I was starting to overthink that. I'm navigating so much of this by just passively moving through space, and we're in the interrogation rooms. And this time it's deliberate. Love being in a 60s German police station. Okay, well, we know how to get to the memory thing. Not that I'll remember. Hello, Maze Man. No, okay, can't interact with Maze Man. I'm looking for old me. Has anyone's... Southeast Maze Man, have you seen old me? No? Okay. Just with that ostinato in the music, it's getting very Meredith Monk, and for me, that's a massive compliment. It's old me. Input equals responsible. Who was responsible for this death? I mean, it was me. This whole thing has just been Lorelei using the language of art and metaphor to explain the fact that she absolutely killed her answer. Unless I'm massively misunderstanding things. Yeah. Memory address Enneahedron. And it's the same whichever direction we come into it. Oh, yeah, we are defragging my memory. 4 years at a time. Oh, God, we're rearranging this. Okay. Things you wish you could do, defrag memory. Yeah. Ain't that the truth? Okay, so we can't go down from this one, so it must be on the bottom edge. This must be the bottom left corner. Okay, and we can work from there. And then, so this is the top left. Yep. So this is top center. And this is center. Okay. No, remember how the controls work. And that's bottom center. And this is bottom right. And there we go. Well, I guess that's what EDMR is. Yeah, that makes sense. 51 years, that's how long it's been. Defrag, successful. Here's your NEA Hedron. It's a 9-sided solid for the rad cup. What? Oh, God, I'm moving inside it. This game, it's just all so many misdirects in the puzzles and the visuals and everything. It's kind of great. And then I pushed Renzo out the window because he was a dick. Hello. I see how it ends now. Do you, Lorelei? And then he cuts out his eyes. Well, before this. And then threatens us with a gun, and then we push him out of the window. But what if we don't push him out of the window? Yes. That is exactly what happens. Cut to black. Now I will fumble in the dark like a madman. Start backing away, you are very afraid. Where are you? It's all black and I can't see you. But I reach out and manage to grab you. I say something like, one of these would be very funny, but actually, I can't remember if any of this was in the interrogation reports. Nah, let's use the arc words. I see it all through laser eyes. Yes, perfect. And you, what do you do, Lorelei? Keep backing away? Lorelei, that's impossible. I have a tight grip. Fine, we push. Yeah. Yep, we sure did kill that man, but that's because he was pointing a gun at us and being, you know, a weird manic artist dude who's cut out his own eyes. Signorina, this is as close to the truth as we will ever get. The important thing is that you finally saw it. There are no such things as laser eyes, of course. But that is how it is with a story. Like the tale of a Labrador, living its life freely from the dog, always moving. Until one day, it does not. This game rules.
Would you be my dream protection screening all the walls of past? A video of my recollection
Okay, this slaps. But then, sayonara welcome. Yep, same music director and same singer. Told you. Yeah, exactly the same music team. I'm gonna be buying this soundtrack, aren't I? What photographs? I don't remember any photographs. Well, I could probably skip the credits, but I'm jamming, and I could probably be talking more coherently about this game. But see above, read jamming. And I think it makes sense that that didn't end with kind of, here is the whole truth of what happened and what everything meant, because it's a game about art and interpretability, so of course it's got a lot of possible reads. I was pretty sure I was going to love this game, but I loved this game. And the fact that there was only one puzzle I had to look up a hint on, and even then it was really obvious once I knew it, and it was kind of felt like I should have had it. The puzzle design in this is outstanding. Yeah, no, this rules. Created with Unity, which so many people like to crap on because people use it to make terrible low-budget games, but it's a very powerful engine that you can use to make good things as well, such as, for example, that. Truth recovery 100%! Let's go! 17 3/4 hours. We only missed $16. It is weird that they don't give you enough dollars to buy everything. Unless they do. Wait. Yeah, we were only short 19 figures, and they were $1 each, and we had $3 at the end, and missing 16. So there were enough to buy everything. I might go through on my own time and 100% the dollars. But that is not a thing I'm doing now. 100%. First time, let's go. I'm going to be thinking about that for a while. Yeah. Like I say, it's... Like, I myself have in the past railed against art that seems designed to just be like, oh, there's no real meaning to this, and it's all what you bring, and that feels like a bit of a gotcha, but the fact that that defies easy interpretability because it's about interpretation and applicability is very neat. And it's about the nature of art, so why would it be concrete or representational? Yeah, wow, that is going to be... And yes, you spend so much time being like, well, how much of this is real, and how much of it is kind of actual things that happened or occurred, or all of it and none of it, you know how it is. Yeah, basically the closest we can get is the whole thing with killing Renzo happened, but possibly, probably he just had a breakdown because he was an eccentric artist and an awful person and probably on a bunch of drugs, because they all usually are. Yeah, wow. I think I may not be able to speak particularly coherently about this right now, so I might just have to sign off. This game rules. This game absolutely whips, and I will be thinking about it for quite some time. And it's one of those puzzle games that you can only play for the first time once, and it's really been something special, and thank you all for being here for it. Which I guess segues nicely into the wrap-up, or at least it did before I started clunkily explaining that. So, yeah, thanks everyone for being here with me through this voyage seen through laser eyes. It's been such a thing. And Charity's Lady in with the gift sub to Temporary Eye God. Congratulations and thank you so much. Love you guys in chat. Yeah. Seriously, thanks for being here with me through it. If you've enjoyed this, you know where to find me, but just in case, this is twitch.tv/Serasent, that's SERASENT, the House of Hubris, streaming every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 2 PM British time, that is 9 AM Eastern, 6 Pacific. Other time zones are available, but you can do the maths yourself, or if you can't, just give us a follow and get notified whenever I'm here. If you do miss anything, VODs are on YouTube. Link down there says VOD Archive, or it is youtube.com/@HouseOfHubris. Remember the where you can find everything going back to the very start of the channel. That's the best part of 4 years now, which is terrifying to think about. So I won't. There's lots of games there. And while you're there, why not subscribe? Doesn't cost you anything. You get hot, fresh VODs in your subscription feed every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, or at least you will once they're uploading again, which should be soon. I was just building up a buffer again because of holiday, but the first Lorelei videos will probably be going up this weekend. So hey, subscribe and you'll find out when. I don't know. Fringe benefits, I guess. Hey, if you want to support the stream and me absolutely melting my own brain financially, you can, of course, cheer or subscribe on Twitch, but you very much don't have to. Just turn up, hang out, chill, be good to each other, and everyone's having a good time. If you want to find me elsewhere, links again all down there, or it's House of Hubris pretty much anywhere on your regular socials, at House of Hubris on Twitter, at House of Hubris at kind.social on Masto, at houseofhubris.bsky.social on Blue Sky, where you can find me mostly talking about the stream, but also other projects and random memes. The things one uses a social feed for. But yeah, I think that is actually it. We'll be back on Saturday with something else. Haven't decided for definite what yet. Might see if there's something I can do for a little one-off before starting another long-running thing, but we shall see. We shall see. Watch this space, by which I mean follow the channel and or my socials and, you know, be around. Because, yeah, the best way to find out is be here next time on Saturday. Same Hubris time, same Hubris channel, where we'll be playing something. Alright. Love to you all. Thanks again for being here. Take care of yourselves out there, and I will see you next time. Bye.